Hey, welcome back y'all to a new episode of Rad City Berlin. Hope you guys are all doing well today. We're heading over to the Craftwork to go do some work on the RX like we had mentioned in last week's video with the RX story, with the RX issues that we're dealing with here in Rad City Berlin. Yeah, heading over to the Craftwork to go work on the RX. If you've seen last week's video, just continuing along from last week's video with the RX issues there. We need to go build out the motor from the RX so we can then get that ready to send over to Super73. So thankfully we have the ZX to ride around on while the RX is out of commission, which is good, which is rad. Keep the rad times going, right, you know? But I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a rainy day today. It just started to rain right now. So we're gonna try to get to the Craftwork before it really starts to come down on us. Hopefully the GoPros don't crap on us. We have rad cam going there in front of us, head cam going as well too. They should both be working. Let's keep our third eye open. We're riding right now without a front headlight, so we gotta be careful of that. I do have my rear light on, but no front light, so let's be careful. Everybody's asking me anyway, how are the fenders on the Super 73s in the rain? Well, today is your day to find out. If it rains any harder, let's see. And by the time we get to Craftwork, I'll let you guys know how it is within the water and the rain. Let's see. But yeah, it should be a nice easy ride over to Craftwork to go check out the RX. On this rainy April day here in Berlin, following a Tesla. So, but, you know, as we're heading over to the Craftwork, I just want to address last week's video. I know it may have been a little bit of a questionable video in the sense of, like, you know, if you're interested in buying a Super 73, you know, checking out my channel, checking out my videos, and you're not sure whether or not to buy a Super 73. The point of last week's video was not to say that Super 73 is not doing good customer service. They are. They are taking care of us. It's just going to take a little bit of effort to get the bike sorted, which is okay. I mean, just simply that's the toll of then doing this direct-to-consumer model, where then there is no service center here in Berlin. So it requires you to do a little bit of effort as well too on your end to then get the part, whatever piece that they're asking over to them, or, you know, requires a little bit of flexibility to work with them. So that's the whole point of the RX series, you know, is to not turn you off from getting a Super 73, you know, more just to show you guys from my perspective, from a regular consumer like myself, how it is when your Super 73 is having issues, right? So hopefully y'all learn a little bit from that, from this whole experience with the RX. So it's okay. Thankfully I have another Super 73 to ride while the RX is out of commission, which is okay. The ZX is well fun. It's a great bike, lots of fun. It moves really nicely. Oh, you know, look at these buildings here, by the way. You know, if you guys check out this area where we're at, very similar to how it is like over there in the Ukraine, right? Shout out to everybody in the Ukraine. It's really, you know, hopefully a little bit of radness for y'all in these crazy times. Give you guys a little bit of entertainment every week here in Rad City Berlin. I really appreciate you guys coming along for the journey. All right. Rain's coming down now pretty good. Let's hopefully that the GoPros don't crap out on us. Let's get out of here. Okay. We're not so far from the Kraftwerk. Hopefully the rain doesn't come down too much harder. Let's see. Like I said, rain test here on the Super73 ZX fenders on this Good Friday. You guys are all having a good Easter weekend. Special Easter video. This video is coming out, I guess, on Easter Sunday. Filming this right now on Good Friday for y'all. Been busy during the week, so last week's video I know was super long. It's like a really long video, so today's video we'll keep it relatively short. We'll go cut over here to the Kraftwerk, grab the motor out of the RX, and basically end the video over there at the Kraftwerk. So yeah, enjoy the ride until then. Going along here in the rain. So far the fenders are okay. I mean, I wore my weatherproof Vans, so that way at least my feet are gonna stay warm. I should have worn my other gloves. I have sealskin gloves in my book bag, but it's okay for right now. These ninja gloves. Like I said, you know, so the RX, you know, they've got some issues with the RX. A little bit issues now with the ZX front light, if you guys seen. I'm still waiting on the bracket there from Blur Boundaries. They're supposed to be sending out the bracket. Hopefully that'll come out soon. That'll arrive soon, hopefully. We can then throw that onto the bike or some other lighting system. I've been checking out a few other ones online. I'm not sure yet. But the point is simply not to turn you off from buying a Super73. I mean, I just want to show you guys really how you deal with such issues as a regular consumer like myself. I purchased all my Super73s with my own money, no discounts. I mean, the RX I got pre-order, so I did get that pre-order discount, but again, buying this all from a consumer standpoint. Okay, yeah, the rain. Hopefully that doesn't mess up our GoPro. The worst thing with GoPros is that, like, you're filming, you're riding, you're filming, you're riding, you're talking, you're like spending like an hour talking to yourself, and then you get to where you need to go and you check your footage and the GoPro is then empty, or like, you know, it didn't capture, it stopped filming at some point, which is then just ridiculous, right? You just feel like, okay, I just wasted an hour talking to myself. So hopefully in this video, as we're riding here in the rain, the GoPro doesn't crap out on us and I don't end up spending an hour, half an hour talking to myself as we head out to Kraftwerk. Let's go ahead and cut over here. Much more relaxed ride on this side over here. On the main road over there, there's no bicycle path, which is okay, it's fine, but it's simply a little bit annoying and then cars passing by you so closely. In such weather, I don't really want to have to deal with that. Better take down here the parallel street next into the main street, and then we can just kind of go along towards the Kraftwerk and have a bit more relaxed ride here, but then park cars here to our left of us. Much easier. Yeah, so Good Friday today in Berlin. Everything's closed. 4-day weekend. Those guys are all having a nice Easter weekend. We're gonna go over here to the Kraftwerk and pull out the RX motor and get that sent over to Super73 in Amsterdam so they can check that out and see what's wrong with our little RX. Hopefully it's nothing major and they can get that sorted quickly. Stay tuned. We're at City of Berlin for more updates on my RX for sure. What crazy weather, y'all. And like I said, you know, it's Good Friday, so super quiet today on the streets. It's super quiet today. There's no people, barely any cars, no bicycles. Quiet day today. So glad to spend this Good Friday with y'all, with the Rad City audience. You guys are the best. I'm serious. Maybe I don't say it enough, but you guys are seriously the best audience. You guys really keep me motivated and keep me inspired, really, just to keep on going, to keep on filming, keep on shooting. Hopefully this GoPro doesn't crap out on us, guys. Let's see. I just see like water dripping from it like the whole time. So it's got its rubber protection on there. I don't believe GoPros are waterproof. I don't know. I wonder what their IP rating is. I do not know. I'll find out and throw it up here on the screen. But yeah, the GoPro hopefully does not crap out on us. The ZX I find is slow to start. If you're just like riding with a cadence sensor, you really need those gears, and you need to start the ZX I find in a lower gear, like say 7th gear maybe. Starting off in like 10th gear, it really is slow, right? That's because of the cadence sensor, right? Whereas the RX has a speed sensor. Sorry, the RX has a torque sensor. So that's more than based on the pressure. So that's why like an RX, you can ride an RX all day in 10th gear, right? All day long. Next, we're here at the Craftwork, y'all. Awesome. We made it now to the Craftwork. Thankfully, the GoPros hopefully are not going to crap out on us. So let's go ahead and head inside and see how the RX is doing. Alright, cool, y'all. We made it out to Craftwork on the Super73 ZX. All good. The bike held up here fine in the rain with these beautiful fluorocarbon fiber fenders. So no problem riding here in the rain. All good. I'm not even that wet, so I'm already dry by now. I got a little bit wet in the road, but you're gonna get wet no matter what bike you're riding in the rain. So I'm not even that wet. I already got dried, so I got a little bit wet in the road, but you're gonna get wet no matter what fenders you have on your bike. So all good. I'm fine. I'm dry. The bike works fine in the rain. If you want to get a fluorocarbon fender kit for your Super73 ZX, S2, or RX, look in the video description for an affiliate link. That's a really cool way to help support Rad City, to help support the channel. So that's the ZX. Let's go ahead and head inside here and check out the RX. We got the RX up here on the stand here at the Craftwork, Rad City headquarters. In today's video, I was going to take out the motor from the RX and send it over to Super73, but the issue is simply that I came here and they were supposed to send out a box with a shipping label, but I'm here and I did not find a box or a shipping label, right? So all good. I contacted the customer service there from Super73 support. I let them know that I'm here. I did not find the box, but if they could then maybe send out a controller instead, right? In last week's video, I go over all the issues with the RX in detail. And Peter Parker, thank you for your comment. he mentioned that possibly it's an issue with the controller, right? So if you swap out the controller, maybe we can get the bike up and running quicker, right? So if you swap out the controller, obviously it'll be an easier troubleshooting step than, say, removing the tire, right? So right now, if it is an issue with the controller, it'd be an easy fix, right? So obviously for troubleshooting, if we can swap out the controller first, that would be an easy way to be able to check whether or not that would then fix the bike and get it back up on the road, right? But if the controller swap doesn't fix it, then of course then we could look into working on the motor, setting out the motor, and getting that checked, right? But all good. We'll go ahead and leave it like that for right now. End the video here. Short video in today's video, Easter weekend here on Rad City, Berlin. Hope you guys are gonna have a good weekend with your friends and family. Have fun riding around on your Super73s. Look in the video description below to save €100 off of any Super 73 bike, the whole new 2022 lineup of bikes. So really cool. Hope you guys have a great Easter weekend. We'll go ahead and end the video here. You guys stay safe. This is Rad City, Berlin. I'm out. I find like when it's cooler weather, when the weather is not so warm to begin with, like, you know, here it is in Berlin, pedal assist is perfect just to kind of keep that blood flowing. So yeah, while we're on our way to Craftwork, let's go ahead and go over the Instagram story just to kind of see what you guys want to know about Rad City, anything in general. There was a couple of questions. One question that comes up often, you know, why do I wear a mask while I'm filming, right? So that's a very good question. It's a legit, valid question for sure to ask if you're new to Rad City. Maybe you don't understand why I always wear a face mask. But there's many reasons. There is no single reason why I wear a face mask, right? But the main reason is, as we're doing now, we're filming and we're riding. It's raining, right? It's a bit of a distraction if I were to not wear a face mask and I'm talking the whole time while I'm riding with stuff flying around in the air. I don't need that flying into my face necessarily. That would not be so rad. So that's one main reason why I wear a face mask, is to avoid those kind of issues. Let's go ahead and cut over here.